Hello everyone, this is Wabash Plain Dealer reporter Nick Van Heest bringing you tomorrow's headlines for Wednesday, April 16th, 2014. As you may know, you can also find our articles online at www.wabashplaindealer.com, and links to our online articles can also be found on our Facebook and Twitter pages. Well, leading off in tomorrow's Plain Dealer comes a story about the Wabash County Hospital by Managing Editor Joe Slation. Wabash, the hospital here in town, is affiliating with Parkview Health. This was announced this morning after the hospital's Board of Trustees made the decision. The affiliation with Parkview will result in more expansion with more services being offered here in Wabash, as well as the possibility of a new facility in the future. The board chose Parkview Health over Indiana University Health when coming to the decision. Second story comes from reporter Eric Seaman. He stopped by the Honeywell house today to snap photos and talk to some third graders from Wabash City Schools who are taking a tour. Officials say that third graders are given this chance to get a tour of the Honeywell house every year to kind of give them a sense of who Mark Honeywell and his wife Eugenia really were and their lives. Next story is one I put together. I attended the Republican Forum last night at the Bachelor Creek Church of Christ. During the forum, the Republican candidates for the Wabash County Sheriff, as well as some of the county council candidates spoke about their platforms, and they addressed some of the issues facing the town, such as balancing budgets, in the county council's case, and in the sheriff's case, what to do with the overcrowding over at the Wabash County Jail, which is costing the county quite a bit of money to transfer all the inmates, the overcapacity inmates, to Miami County for that. The primary election, will be May 6th. Our next story is another one by reporter Eric Seaman about the Wabash School Board meeting that he attended last night. During the meeting, the school board voted on 3 items to have 3 different educators transferred to a new administrative role within the district, as well as which will help them further their time in Wabash City Schools. Then along with that, Eric brings a sidebar story about the Swan Awards. 4 O.J. Neighbors elementary students were honored with the Swan Awards on Monday based on their strong work ethic and progress during this school year. As for our North Manchester page, I wrote the lead story about John Mugford, who passed away on Saturday. Mugford has been in the town of North Manchester for the past 40 years, and for the past 20 years he was the utility supervisor, which meant he was in charge of the town's water, street, sewage departments. I spoke with North Manchester Town Council President Chris Garber, as well as Vice President Laura Ragger, just about the kind of man Mugford was, and the kind of man, what he meant to the town of North Manchester. Leading off in our sports section, Justin Shockey, our sports reporter, and Eric Seaman bring a story about Greg Martz, who is the athletic director at Frontier High School, but he was recently approved as the new Wabash City Schools athletic director, which will begin next season. And then our second article by Justin is about the Manchester University baseball team. The team has had a pretty successful year overall. They are fighting for the outright top spot in their conference, the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, along with Rose Holman. Both schools have an 11-3 conference record. Well, this concludes tomorrow's headlines. Have a great day, everyone.